Okay, we are back. YouTube and Twitch. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, and Twitch, please subscribe too. That'd be awesome. Help the channel grow. So what we're going to do today here, everybody that's still on Twitch, I hope you're still with me. If you're just tuning in, you're like, what happened? Page went down, you got to reload the page. So press the circle button on your browser to reload the page. But we're going to go into this fight. We're going to do the Rune God fight now. So I wish it was a two-part fight instead of a two different way to fight, but we're going to do the Rune God fight here. So we're going to do this. We're going to do attack. We're going to do put them on standby and switch monsters around. Okay, not do the attack. Let's push it. Here, quest results. Let's do that. Ooh, Celestial Amulet. Fantastic. Oh, that's going to help out so much. You wouldn't believe how much that is going to help out. We have to fight Rudo. We have to fight a Rudo in here. That's going to be really, really good. And we got Jade Amulet. That's not bad. More Runersia. Who... Wait, what was that? I gotta reload. Reload the app here. Who are your favorite Norzaleo characters? I'd have to say Shizzler, Elaine, and I want to say Jack. He's not like statistically a great knight, but he's a good project knight. There is also what is his name? Not Frederick. It's Fiera. He starts with an F, but he is a monk. And I found out you can class him into a... I'll show you in a second here, but you can class this monk guy into a barbarian. Not Faye, no, not Faye. Frederick, yeah, it's Frederick, I think. Let's see, where is he here? I don't know if he's here. Leonora is a great knight. Norzaleo's got a lot of good knights, honestly. They have so many good knights. Are monks any good? I don't really prefer them. I don't. Well, I'll have to use one when I play as Holy Gustava. But they can be good technically with certain things. Like if you have them mixed in with nightmares or with rangers, you'll see why they're good. You can push and pull characters and monsters around with them. You can make all kinds of stuff happen with that. Let's look at... Let's look at where our knights are here. Let's I think I'm pressing the wrong button. Press Y. Okay. Okay, where are you, man? I like Jack. He's fun to use. Ferric right here. So what I did is Ferric starts off as an expert monk. So he gets accuracy up 5%. You turn him into a berserker, he'll get up to about 70 agility, which is great, plus accuracy bonus, so he can actually do his axe skills, which have actually very negative modifiers to them, and still do very well and still connect and hit with that. I think he's probably a better berserker, maybe Viking. I'd have to get him through level 20 as a Viking to see what he's going to do, but I'd have to say this is one of those project knights you might want to change his berserker. When I was playing as Morelva, I turned Sherrod, after he was expert with the thief and the treasure hunter stuff, into a paladin, and he did better as a paladin than he did as a ranger. So I think some characters you can like change him into other things, but I have to say Ferric is probably a better Zerker than he would be as a monk. I don't know. I think they're all right, and I think the monk, barbarian, or monk swordsman combo can be all right. I think it's all right. You do get some skills like the punch back away. You can be on the mountains and actually get some, better stats on the mountains. But honestly, there's not a lot of mountains in the game. There's certain places that have mountains, but not every place has a mountain or a hill to utilize. And the Zerker class, there's more water, there's more trees, and there's more utility with the Zerker. You can do a swing around attack for free. So I would probably go to the Berserker class because look at this right here. This Tornado Swing. Free. Hits everything in a circle. This is free. Hits everything in a circle. It's a pre-move, but you just don't want anybody near you when you do it. So you put them on like a... If they're Zerka, you put them on bridge. If they're a Viking, you put them on the water. Keep everybody away from them. Just swing around for free every time. I know it's not as powerful as this, but it's a free attack and you don't get a counterattack. You don't get countered from this. I mean, a free attack where you hit possibly 6 guys on the enemy team and you don't get countered. That's awesome. You know, you get that with a Dark Knight, but you got to pay for it. You got to pay MP to do it. Here, you don't have to. Plus, there's also this Max Rage. Does cost some MP, but it does have a 235 power score to it. Yes, it's minus 40% accuracy, but if you chain the enemy in, you'll probably have a higher boost to accuracy. But plus, with this guy, have an accuracy up of B to start, he's going to hit almost everything. He didn't miss very much. Even when he was, you know, the AI was kind of controlling him, he didn't miss that much at all. I would say he's a better Zerker than he is a monk. That's my professional opinion of him right now. That's what I would have to say. Some people are definitely better as other things than others. But all right, let's switch this around here. We need to get her on the roll here, and we already got. That's higher level anyways. Why not go with it, you know? All right, I need to. Oh, you know what's better? Oh my gosh, look at this. Is this a Mana Miracle here? Or is this one a Mana Miracle here? That one has an item. That one has 2 items. Look at that. Monks seem to be better defensive units. It seems that way. It seems that way. Like, if you're going to play a castle defense, you could keep punching people away from the castle and stuff and do pretty well that way. Or go on the mountaintops.
What you gonna do, brother, when Veracity Trigger runs wild on you?
Knights are definitely defensive. Yes. Jack of all trades, but they're a little more defensive, I'd have to say. But you can take knights all over the place, really. They're very, very good. Very, very good. Let's just check out some lightning orb, or this one, or that one. Which one has the... So what I'm going to do with this fight, for me, whichever one has better agility. Agility determines your attack percentage ratio, whether you're going to hit or miss. These guys have such terrible agility. I'm just going to take the one with better agility. This one has better agility. So that's another thing too. If you're trying to learn the game to play a little better, agility, as far as attacking creatures go and all that, does play a bit of a bigger role in some things. Really does kind of do that. I stake a lot of stuff on that actually, and there's a lot of times that just that 2 extra points or percentages of the ability to attack the enemy really played a huge role into whether you could or you couldn't, you know. Okay, she's 81. Ooh, look at this. We could get a big flower monster on our team. Or do something else. Let's see what we can do. We got a centaur here. What do we got? 90 or 80? Got. Yeah, I usually go for agility the most. Attack is a very powerful thing to fit in a row, but if you miss the attack, then, you know, that doesn't help very much. Let's see what... Wait, 80, right? Oh, perfect. Okay, we're not going to class it up because I need extra unicorn here. Whoever's got it. Okay, so I'm just trying to stack up some teams here. She's got 10 extra points. She's got 200 something to go with. Oh my gosh. Oh man. What do we do? Maybe we get extra angel on our team, or we could take ancient dragon and a phoenix. Or do we take 2 hellhounds instead of the phoenix? I don't know. The phoenix does area heals. That could be a good thing for us. Well, we're not going with a lot of healers, to be honest. That is 100-something points. Maybe we should go with some... Maybe we should go with a couple nightmares, because I don't know if we really stacked up the teams that well with heals. No, really can't do that, can we? Okay, I need to see this from, hopefully they'll put the characters on top that are at the highest position here. Okay, we got 30 points there. $26. All right, that's 5. It's 50 points. I wonder if he'll be better. $56, and we get an extra healer here. Okay, so we got a full stack team there. Got almost a complete full stack team there, and then we've got her, the full stack team too. Okay, so we're off by 5 points here. Change anything, or we're pretty good to go. All right, let's check out some equipment here. Green or green? I wonder which one will do. She is the stronger of one of the archers, so let's see if we can up her crit rate here. Obsidian gauntlets. Okay, if you want to play the Rune God fight a little bit better, try to go with more white elementals. I know Stella's there with black elemental, but if Runo hits you with a clean military rule, you're going to feel it if you got black defense. So I would just advise against putting on any black defense there. I don't think it's going to be any bit helpful. She does have red elemental defense and stuff too. There is the Ego Mana Stone, which that would give you that too. I would recommend not equipping it. The same for this particular fight. Oh, she'll have white defense here. Okay, cool. Well, whoever has the lowest hit points, I think we'll put it on that person here. So it's 679, 602, 587. All right, we'll give you Celestial Amulet, so you have a white defense here. Shield defense isn't going to really do anything, so don't worry about that. Swift Mantle. Okay, cool. And we have no bow, so we're going in fairly well underprepared in some ways. Not completely underprepared, but kind of. Like, we could have done so much more, and we just didn't. Let's do defense, camo cloak. We don't. Jade Amulet. Green defense, green attack. I think. About the Freedom Mana Stone. I think. Well, that'll keep us from. You know what? Actually, we kind of need. I think we're going to need Mana Stones on our characters here. She might need that, though, because she could get killed by Rudo very quickly here. He's got the Glory Mana Stone, Adamantine Medallion. That would be nice. Okay, she looks pretty good. Alright, let's do a red attack here. Alright. Inferno Fangs, give me more movement. Let's do that. That's perfect. Let's do that. Okay, Crimson Helm. I don't know if we're bringing him right now. Find out in a minute, right? Power Collar. Let's do that. And a little Hellhound. What are we going to do with this guy? Okay, Red Dragon, Lightning Talons, give us green attack, inflicts faint. Perfect. Let's do that. I just don't have all the gear. Like, I've got practically no gear left here. Judgment Claws, sure. Green defense, blue defense, anti-petrification. I think anti-charming I'd probably rather have. Alright, after this, we're going to get in the fight, so get ready for it. Get ready for it. We're going to go into the fight right away. Just got to put on some... I just got to put my pants on before we go, you know. Can't send out naked monsters. That wouldn't be... That would not be good, would it? I don't think anybody'd want to see that. What else do we bring a... Oh yeah, we're not bringing a Phoenix in here. We can't really fit it too well. We don't have a ton of healers here. We got a few. I hope this will pan out. I guess we'll see. We got magic potions, elixir of mana, acrobat's drug. Let's give her one of these here. Acrobat's drug. Who should we give that to? I don't know. Okay, we could fit 90 points here actually. Over the big guy. That's about it though. I could fit him, but I don't know. Alright, well guys and gals, we don't really have anything else. We don't have any other tools we can utilize here, so I guess we're kind of done. Give this a try. Think it should work. Hope it'll work. It's going to be challenging, I'll say that much. Just archers into the Rune God fight. Hopefully this will work out. Let's save this up here just in case. Just in case we have to come back here and do it again. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We do have, I don't know how much of I think we went through a pretty good stream just previously, but how far have we gone? Is this like Okay, we're only 20 minutes in. It's not too bad. It's not so bad. Well, if it doesn't work out the first time, we'll give it a second shot. But, you know, I take over at turn 5, which is very risky because, you know, they might do all kinds of stuff. They might not do the right thing. Who knows? I don't know. But hopefully everybody's doing well here on the stream that just tuned in on Twitch. I think we saved it. If we didn't save it, let's do one more. Double time save just for funsies here. Okay. It is showtime. Oh my gosh. I'm a little more nervous in this one than I was with Rubino. Honestly. A little more nervous about this one here. Could be very hard carry.
お前たちがルーンの神と崇めた者の真の姿よ。お前たちは今こそ立ち止まり、真実に向き合うがいい。
これが神か。おお、お怒りじゃ。あえらむな、語りしな。
Spooky ghosty.
人間たちにマナのシャワーを浴びせ、そして多くの力を与えた。だがその一方で、人間たちはマナのエネルギーを浴びる限り、戦い続けなくてはならないのだ。戦い続け、そして一体人間たちはいくつ愛する大切な人を失ってきたというのだ。ルーンの騎士よ、そなたはもうそのことに気づかなくてはならない。
オーロラ、なぜそなたはそれほどまでにルーンの神を断罪できるのだ。
このオーロラの半身にはルーンの神の血が流れている。
なんだって。
その血が私にこうささやくんだよ。愚かな人間どもの目を決して覚ますなとな。見るがいい。これがお前たちの信じた神か。
Yeah, everybody out there.
ルーナジアの王に。
How many countries have you completed with both the Rune God fight and I was gonna say Snake of Chaos, but the Rune God fight and Aurora fight, or Endorian fight. If you want to talk about that.
この時すでにルーナジアの王となる者の運命は決まっていたのじゃ。
Okay, so we just fought Aurora, as you saw, beat it with Rubino. We're going to go ahead and fight the Rune God. Will you fight alongside Aurora and Endorian to defeat the Rune God? This battle will be tough without the Rune God's protection. Yes.
オーロラ、それではルーンの神、マナの力、それらはもうこのルーナジアに不要だというのか。
ルーナジアを支配しようよ。そなたにはもうその答えが分かっているはずだ。マナの力を手にし、人間たちは何をした？戦ではないか？マナの力がある限り、この大陸には血が流れ続けることになる。違うか？
何をするつもり？
オーロラ、そなたの言う通りだ。
ルビノ王。
神よ、今こそ我ら人間はマナストーンをお返ししよう。マナストーンを外した我らのブリガンダインはもはや神のお力の前に、あるいは無力かもしれん。だがそれでも我らは、いや人間たちは、神よ、あなたと決別しなくてはならないのだ。
ルビノ王。
それが今は亡き父王が私に教えてくれた正義だ。
As he flung the mana stone in the sky, it was quickly swallowed in a vortex before disappearing in a bright flash. An ear-splitting roar echoed from the sky, as if it were the wrath of God itself.
ルーナジアの王よ。
オーロラ、共に戦ってくれるか。このルーナジアの正義のために。
足手まといにならないでよ。グズグズしてるとエンドレアンに弾き飛ばされるよ。
行くぞ、ルーンの神よ。
Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. It's gonna be a tough fight. Hopefully it'll be an easy fight for us. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully they'll take down the ads in no time. We'll find out, right? Okay, so I think we'll put Yuri on point. I think we'll put Theodora here, and we'll put Elena over here. I hope that'll work out. I hope that does. So if you didn't know this, if the healers are too close to him and he gets hit, the healers will heal up Endorian. They won't heal you, they'll heal Endorian. You'll probably get to see it if it happens. I'm trying to keep the healers away from Endorian because I don't want to heal him. I know, you know, he's on our side and all that, but he has so many hit points, he'll survive. Fun fact, you can put React on Endorian. You can definitely do that. Oh man. You can put Protect on him, you can put all kinds of stuff. You're gonna probably notice in half a splash here. You might see Rubino put Magic Resist on the Rune God.
Sa, ルーナジアの王よ。存分に力を振るうがいい。
我らの正義を、真の正義たらしめるため、神を討つ。行くぞ。
As proof of our justice. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, Brigandine fam. We are going to take over turn 5. And hopefully they don't screw it up. I guess we'll see.
Makasete.
Please move the unicorns forward. Far enough they're not healing up And Dorian, please. Thank you. I think we're far enough away. I'm dead serious. If unicorns or healers are close enough, they will heal up Dorian forever because they want to heal him up all the way. And they can't. They can't. Here's the resist that the Rune God gets. So he's got a magic resist for 3 turns here. Okay, I was hoping you were going to do Rudo, but whatever. Okay, that's okay. Oh man, that's not okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. I just wish they'd fight Rudo. They just avoid him because he's too powerful. They don't want to get counterattacked by him. They totally avoid Rudo half the time. They might fight him. They might. But I'm really not sure. Oh man, there could go my Fenrir right there. Well, at least it's red on green. I'm surprised she went to attack that thing. And there goes the Hell Dog. Oh no. One hit kill my healer. I needed that. Good. Good. It hit that guy. Can you hit Rudo one more time, please? Not her. Take down Rudo, please. Okay, that's okay. Yes! We got her down. Our archers are kind of weak to her. The Exoblast. We don't have to deal with Exoblast right now. Oh no, dude! You should have went that way and hit Rudo! You had every... Oh wait, no, that was 3 spaces. Right? Ah, dang it. Would have been nice. See, this is what they'll do. They'll just start fighting the god right away. They'll be like, ah, whatever. We don't have to kill everybody. Which is kind of unfortunate for me here. Good. Thank you. I needed you to hit him. And they won't even fight him. They just chained him in and they didn't do any attacks to fight him. They could have definitely done something. This is why letting the AI play is not easiest thing to do. Oh my gosh. Good. Thank you. Gonna need that. Goodbye. Good night. Good night, Rudo. Don't have to deal with that anymore. See, they could hit Rubino. They don't. That's who they should take down. It would basically make this so much better. He'd be easy pickings. The blue against the green would beat the blue so fast, so easily. They're just so focused on the main leader now. If they can't hit anything, then they'll hit this guy. They'll hit the ad, but they're not focused on that.
任せて。そこ。
Turn 5. It's my turn. I'd almost hate to see what happened to turn 6 if I didn't take over at this point. Oh, man. Alright, we gotta move her out of the way. Yeah, that's where you get the clean military rule from. You're gonna be pretty powerful that way, man.
私の部隊に任せて。
Pretty powerful. Alright, so the AI doesn't focus on the ads if you play this. They might kill maybe 1 or 2 of them, and then they don't do really anything. I mean, they could, but they kind of just sit on their butt more than half the time. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. Let's pull back to here. Alright, we can have fun with Ragnarok now. It is that time. It's that time of night. I think I'm just going to have fun with Ragnarok here. Boom! I don't want him fighting the blue because Rubino would eat him alive. You know it's true, you know? Rubino, the blue, would beat down that Titan pretty easily. So I could do a flare. Ultimate flare. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Ah, what's it gonna kill me? Why not? He's gonna be lower.
Stamp
I'm
of
gonna go
platinum!
after the Green Nation because I despise those trees and swordsmiths they have. Was that a platinum play there? I hope so, man. I do my best. I do my best. Should I attack him right off the bat like this? I don't know. Okay, well, I got blue and white. 121 to 190. Yikes. I don't know if that's a good idea. I just don't know. I can heal from here, so I guess we'll give that a try, but is she level 30? Oh, she already is level 30. Okay, cool. Selfless throw. Down to 17. No, not you. The leader of the group, please. Thank you. And seeing as how you got nothing better to do, I could necro something, but we'll necro healers back in half a splash here. We're gonna get our lead. We're gonna get our monsters out here. I'm gonna do an area heal in a second, you know. So unfortunately, he won't get the area heal, but it's not too big of a deal here. Wait, am I in the ruin part? I find it kind of funny. I'm actually in the... I'm in a spot that the blast should go through, but I guess the rune god kind of like takes most of it for himself. I like how when you fight the Rune God, he's such a bitch that he uses the will of the best ruler. Yeah, that was his whole thing. He just had control over those people the whole time, and he made them. It was kind of like a nod to like, hey, we're gonna have him, you know, force you to do this, and that, and if you don't, well, you die. You know. I don't know, something like that, right? Like it's almost a nod to like they were puppets the whole time, you know. That's part of what the story is about. That's what they keep saying. That's what Aurora keeps telling everybody. She's like, Aurora essentially tells him that he raped her mother, and her father either got killed that way or died of despair. I forgot how her father died, but basically he's Zeus in essence here. You know, so like his story is very much like Zeus. Like he impregnated everything he could see. You know, he was all over that. And so Aurora is the child of kind of, well, she's the child of the mother, but essentially she blames the father, or she blames the Rune God for it, you know. But the Rune God gave them benevolent powers so that people could actually summon monsters to help them in wars, to fight. So the Rune God actually helped them be able to war against each other more efficiently. And it's a heart-wrenching story in a sense for her, because she has, you're right, you're absolutely right. Not a lot of other people have said that, but that's the truth of it. She has to hate the other half of herself, you know, because of what happened. So this is what sucks too. If you don't do this in time, he resummons all these characters immediately again, like right off the bat. And now we get to kill them all again. Yay. All right, here's what we're going to do. I don't know if we can kill Rudo immediately, but what I like to do to Rudo is I love to weaken his butt. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm a little too far. I wonder if I got any magics that I could do. Well, I could do a Divine Ray. Could do Divine Ray. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, well, that's not going to do very much. Let's just do... Unless I have to do a heal, let's just do... Weakness on her. Trash summoned the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Yeah, he did. He does do that stuff. Alright, first to go down, if you're going to play this, either Stella or Rudo. I don't think anybody else really has the need to go down first. That clean military rule, I just want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. The reason I say Stella is because Stella can do a charm on you. If she hits you, she might randomly charm you, which is not good for business, you know? Let's do... Well, we're already kind of that deep in there, aren't we? Let's pull her back here. This angel's trapped right here. Oh, I was going to do area heal. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if you compare this guy to like the father of Zeus or something like that, or the father of Zeus is definitely worse, but all right, we're gonna have to do ground flare over here. Nope, nope, nope. Why aren't you targeting him? Oh no, not a ground flare. We gotta do basic attack here. I'm gonna get hurt. My dragon's gonna definitely get hurt, but I need to We have to kill... We gotta kill Rudo. I don't have a choice. We might lose some monsters this way too. Which is very unfortunate, but... Earth Impact. Boom! Is the Cyclops line any good? Well, the Cyclops line turns into these Titans here that you see. So it goes Cyclops or Gigantes, Cyclops, then Titan, and you get Ragnarok or the Downward Punch them. They're awesome. I'd have to say, personally, I would take a whole army of these guys over dragons, just because they only cost 80. Like if we have to look ancient dragon, so let's look at the best of the best, right? 80 magic cost here, right? Right? 80 magic cost. Just to stick them on your team, right? Okay, but they got 800 something plus hit points, 860 defense with armor, got them up to 128. Not a lot of MP and all that, but let's back out here and we'll look at Ancient Dragon. Ancient Dragon is definitely stronger, but now we're looking at 125 magic cost, which is huge. It does have a little more defense, obviously. But we're looking at about almost the same kind of hit points. A little more defense, same kind of hit points. Magic cost, I'm saving about 45 magic cost to be able to stick them on the team. I can put other monsters on with that, you know? I'm just saying, like, cost comparatively, I think it's a better call. I don't know. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think it's definitely a good call there. Treat them like the stone golems. Stone golems are kind of better in this game here, it seems. All right, selfless arrow. I think that'll take care of Rudo. Yep, that should do it. Or we can do something better than that. Let's move over here. He's only got 49. I think this should work. Basic life drain attack. Yeah. I could bring something back, but I think that very simple, easy thing to do. Let's come over here. Let's try to shoot. I don't know who to shoot though. Shoot you or shoot you. This Fallberg is pretty devastating. They still seem bad. I don't know. I've had pretty good luck so far with them. I like them a lot, actually. They're actually growing on me. Initially, I wasn't so into they were quite squishy, but now I kind of like them better just because I can fit more of them than I can Ancient Dragons. They move a little bit further, and you can put the air hat fists on them and make them hit and away. You can't do that with a dragon, you know. So I kind of like them a little better in that sense, you know. All right, we're gonna do. Did we do area heal? I think we did area heal. Do we have another healer? Well, we kind of do. All right, so we're gonna. I don't know. She doesn't really need a heal that badly. I think we need to heal up this dragon here. I'm just saying. In the past, I loved having dragons on my team, but now they're just so unbelievably hard. They're so. It's so unbelievably difficult to get a whole horde of them now. I'm just like, I'll just go with the Titan. Cost wise, it's gonna be about this. I don't know. I'm gonna save space, you know. I'm just gonna save space in my army. That way, I can put a unicorn on the team. So I could do a Titan and a unicorn, or I could do an ancient dragon for about the same price. That way, I get still a powerful guy, a pretty good frontliner, almost a tank, 2 range space attack. If I want to do 2 Ragnaroks instead of, you know, long breath attack, and I can fit another healer on a team. I just feel like it's maybe a little better call. I mean, everybody's gonna have their own. Ah, dang it! I should have looked at this. I have no heals left to do. Oh man, my ancient dragon's gonna go down, isn't it? Yeah, it could. Very well could. All right, well, I'm going to put you here so you can chop up this unicorn. Don't really want it to, but he'll placate a defense maybe a little bit better. Dragon's definitely probably the highest hit points. Some really, really powerful attacks. Good stuff, but... Oh, man, I really... You know what sucks? I want to go for the kill shot, but this breath attack is just... Like, I could do a breath attack right here and get a pretty good hit. Let's see if I can get... Wait, who's going after you? Who's going after you? You are last. Selfless Arrow. Can you kill him in one try? We can! Boom! Shack. Goodbye. Level 29. I'm just focusing on these ads here. I'm going to take them out first.
It is in these hills that Juan Valdez and his trusty goat gather coffee beans every morning.
From what mythos are behemoths from? Do you know off the top of your head? Well, that would be the Bible. I think it's ancient Sumerian, if that's the case. But there could be other instances of that. I think only the Old Testament and the the Old Testament and ancient Sumeria do line up very, very, very exactly, almost completely similarly to each other. But I think it comes from the it's definitely mentioned in the Old Testament that the behemoths and the leviathans were mentioned at the beginning of the world and all that. And I think it also does come from Sumeria tablets as well. So, because it does mention about Abraham's father coming from Ur, which is Sumeria, or the city of Ur. Okay, you just healed yourself. That's good. Oh, we got a miss. We got a miss. Yes, yes. Oh, man, that was good. That was glorious. Yep, there was the Behemoth and the Leviathan. Are they going to be set in the middle of that attack? No, just my unicorn. Yeah, can heal himself up 400. It's like fighting Chaos. Chaos from Final Fantasy 1. Have you ever played Chaos from Final Fantasy 1? You put all that damage to him and he heals himself 450 hit points. You're like, oh. Oh. Play Final Fantasy 1 and you play the end boss and he'll heal himself up 400 hit points. Way more than you could ever even heal yourself. You put all this damage to him, he's got like maybe 2,000 hit points. You know? Oh my gosh, it is quite the difficult journey, I'll have to say that much. Do I have an area heal? I don't think I have an area heal here. Oh man, that'd be beautiful if I did. Am I in the position to start doing loop heals? Is that what I gotta do? Because I'm not too low, but I think we might have to. Okay, so you got a whole plethora of them here. Maybe we'll bring you over here. I think we're gonna start up. We're gonna go. One thing I love about this game over the original game, I say is definitely better, is loop heal. Having it, and I wish they would just call it regen, because that's essentially what it is. It's a regen. It does heal more than a regular heal after 3 turns are used. It actually does. So, because it'll heal like almost half a heal 1 turn for 3 turns. After 3 turns, that's like a heal and a half. Maybe more? Possibly more? Okay, we don't need you there. I think you should come a little bit closer here. Go get... We got... Nope, we still have a heal there. You know what? Actually, this isn't such a terrible spot. We'll go there. Giga Impact. We're going to... This team has to deal with Stella? Yeah, you fight this fight. If you take too long, he regens. He'll keep regenning all these ads. I think it's every 6 turns. he'll regen all the adds again. So if they're still out in the field, whoever you killed comes right back. If you didn't kill them, they come back. So be very, very wary of that. Be very wary of that. Sure, but it's supposed to be a tough fight. You have the option of the Aurora fight or this fight. It's supposed to be a tough fight. I appreciate the difficulty that they went into doing this. I think it's very cool, pretty valiant there. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna try to take her out. She is very wiggly, so we don't have a very good chance of hitting her. Ancient Dragon could definitely do it if we get a hit, but I'd have to move everybody around too. We'll try it with the Ancient Dragon. He's not gonna get too hurt. I mean, maybe a little bit. Well, 99. But if I get the hit... Set 7, there you are, man. Where have you been, man? More healers. Well, we're going to take out one of their healers here. Let's do a little scratch. We had 55% chance. I was willing to flip that coin. It's more than 50. That's my motto. I even say this to people who are playing multiplayer. So I'm like, dude, it's more than 50. Now, that doesn't always go your way. It obviously doesn't always go your way. I know that's true, but I was like, I'm going to go there. If that doesn't work, I'm going to bring another monster around, surround her purposely, and then we'll have a few hits to take it out, you know? So I don't want to go over there because there's a big attack coming here, so I can kill her off, but there's all this, there's all this. You see how this is like, it says caution, wasteland. If I target somebody to move over it, you're going to see a big yellow target reticule. So it looks yellow here. That means caution. You're going to die in this one hit because of breath attack. Because these attacks here, Solomon, for both the Rune God, one does a little more, but the Rune God and the Judgment do about 1,000 points of damage, and you can't get above 1,000 points of damage unless you get your defense super high. You could survive a hit with a little bit of hit points, but you got to really like grind that out. But the Endorian is stronger than the Rune God. Endorian does about 1,200. Rune God does 1,000. So Endorian is actually stronger than Rune God. Some people ask me that. They're like, who's actually stronger? Endorian's stronger. Just the only difference is that the Rune God can heal himself. You know, so that's like the only cause for concern there, you know? Alright, so we took... So look at this now. Now I'm in the... See that? Now I'm in danger by being there, so... Gotta kind of move out of the way, bro. I believe is no, but I'm just going to ask copies. Don't come with equipment, right? Nope, there's no equipment on the... And you've already played this a million times, hey, Pringer? Yeah, there's no equipment on them. They do have some of the same skills. So she has, like, Dinadan's parry attack. She can parry with her sword and reduce the damage by 50. Piety. This is just because of the Rune God stuff. Rune God damage dealt to incarnation of Rune. Reduces damage by 20% for each idol that's present. So that's the thing there. Yeah, but no equipment. The only thing is that Stella does actually randomly charm you, because I think she doesn't say here, but she gets, for whatever reason, she has this ability to charm you. They can do like random stuff on you. I don't know if it'll show me here, but her sword attack could charm you in an attack, and it has done this multiple times to me. She still has all her best stuff as level 30. But it's almost like she has the... what is that sword called? The 7-star sword? It's almost like she has the 7-star sword without it showing in the equipment, because she can charm you with an attack. I'm deadly serious. That's why I try to take... That's why I say take out Rudo and take out Stella. You don't want her charming your guys on your team. You just don't want that. Fallberg is really devastating from Rubino. I get it. I understand. And then there's the possibility of area heal with Talia, but you just don't want to be charmed in this battle. That's like a terrible charm in an end game battle. You probably know it can be very bad for you all around. It's completely all around. It's just really, really bad. Sure. I'll do this here. God forbid I fight the Rune God with Stella, because it would feel like playing with a handicap. Actually, it's quite fun. It's quite fun. If you get Rubino with a certain amount of attacks, you can have Stella go up and just finish him off. Stella does amazing damage on Rudo, but he also does amazing damage back to her. So you could, you know, get some good stuff going. It's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. It could be if she's always leading and there's no one there to take the clean military rule, but, you know. You know, just so we can keep some position here, we're just going to go for Thunder Breath attack through.
Yosh.
Man, her rune is so small. Just gonna do this, take care of business here. I know, she doesn't really excel at much. Besides possibly crits and evasion, she doesn't really get a lot, honestly. Necro Rebirth. The unicorn? The unicorn that was killed off before it could do anything? Or the Hellhound? I think I want to bring back the unicorn, actually. I know. It's like, why? I just do. I want the possibility of the extra heal just in case I need it. The Hellhound, I don't know what the Hellhound's really gonna ultimately do for me here. He'll hit in a way, which is cool and all, but I might need a serious heal somewhere, and it might really come in play. Can I even get her? Oh man, that sucks. Oh, you know what? I can get her. It just depends on where I place this guy. That's what matters. Okay, so she is... Do I have a nightmare to use pushback? Oh no, I don't. Can't even get in there with you. I could get in there with you, and I could get around there. Okay, here's what we're gonna try here. So I'm setting up something here. So I'm gonna be out of the danger zone. I am not going... Well, I could attack. Let's see, how much would I get? 38% chance to hit, and I'm only going to get... Well, look at this. 38% chance to get 1 point of damage off on her. No. I'm just going to sit here and just stand by. There's no point. There's no point at all. Oh my gosh, that's no. Okay, let's get her out here so we can keep the...
Oh, that smells delicious.
Well, maybe to you, not to me. Okay, just double check so we're not in the... we are not in the danger zone. Okay, we're not in danger zone here. I'll do this here. We're gonna shoot her like this. I'm gonna trap her with that dragon, and hopefully next turn we'll be able to take her down. We'll see. Everybody else is gonna focus on the god, because I can't get everybody over here at the exact same time. Ooh, we got a crit with a blue. Oh yes, 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 yes. We got a crit with a blue. Nice. Okay, so this is still orange. I gotta stay one space away at least. We could do a breath attack, possibly. Sure. So from what I've seen, archers are better than magic users, and thieves are somewhat useful if used properly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, he only healed himself. He could have tried to push the heal and heal her up, but he didn't. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh my gosh, wow, that's gonna hurt. He did Exit Blast on my archer. That's where things get really, really hurtful. You know. 960. We're taking away her defensive tools. I need one shot to take down that one idol over there, and then we're pretty good to go. So I think Elena will do it, unless we get our nightmare doesn't have much. Oh, still has magic. Okay, what is the best call here? I think an area heal from this point position would be great, be grand. Let's bring him in here so we can get an area heal with him too. Everybody needs to, you know, do some work, obviously. Is that laugh from the Chucky Chan movie? Jackie Chan movie? No. That is OD Dracula from Bloodstain. That is, or is OG or OD Dracula from Bloodstain? It's the librarian Dracula from Bloodstain, I believe. Okay, let's do. Ah, crap. That's right. What am I thinking? I don't even have area heal left. I kept thinking I did.
It is in these
Loop
hills
heals,
that
that's what
Juan
we're doing.
Valdez and his trusty goat gather coffee beans every morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
It might be kind of similar, yeah. I don't remember right now, but could be. Okay, we're going to come over here. We're going to shoot down this idol. Probably should have done that first, but we're pretty good, actually. Okay, so should I come back here? Maybe I should come back here. Or maybe that's not... Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. We're fine. Do I have anything to go around here besides that? Not too much. Let's go over here. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're just going to... What I say all the time, we're going to surround and pound. So that's what we're doing here. The one in front has a regen on it, so it should be good for a while. Technically. Possibly. Okay, do we have what it takes to bring back the dot? We almost had enough to bring back the woof woof. That would have been awesome, man. Do some venom from here, I guess. Yeah? Alright, let me check that out real quick. Little pause on the game real fast. I wanna see this here. I gotta listen to a commercial first. Always give me the same commercial every day. Oh, you said 110? 108? I've seen this before. It's a good dub. The Streets of Rage 2 with Jackie Chan. No, that's the that's Jack from the end part of the thing that you're talking about. The guy, the knife wielder at the end of the before you go into the bar. That's what you're thinking of. Jack does that. Laugh. He does that. He does that voice right there. Well, I think it's Jack. It's a knife wielder guy that you fight before you go into the bar. at Streets of Rage 2. You know, I gotta tell you, everybody, this has been extremely satisfying playing as all archers for this. Not the easiest, but definitely satisfying, to say the least. Okay, we'll here, we'll top you off here. Which random enemies? I don't know what random enemies. You know what'd be cool? Pringer, if you could take the unit Nightmare here and push the Rune God over into the mountains and just push him away. Just do a kickback and a horn push with the Nightmare. Just push him and be like, I don't deal with you anymore. Goodbye. That would be kind of funny, I think. Now, if you want to know some fun facts, you can put a protect spell on your defensive god or Endorian Aurora, whatever. You can put react on them. You can heal them up with heals and cures. It's strange how many things you can actually do to benefit your person you're dealing with. It's nuts. Well, those are the what are they called? Gallons? Any other Streets of Rage 2 fans out there? Can you let me know what the names are for the little knife guys that run at you with the knives? Yeah, those, I think their names is Garen or Garwin. Or it starts with a G, I think. Do you think they want me to help them? I don't know. They didn't seem too friendly. Alright. 600 hit points left. 600 HP left. Turn 9. We got this in a bag, I think. We got this in a bag. I don't think we have to do too much. Okay, so he's going to be back up in the thousands here, but it's not too bad. And he's going to shoot my guys, but it's okay. I think we'll come out alive. I think we'll survive here. Do a basket stare, maybe? Something? Oh, you didn't do anything. What's wrong with you? Aurora, you want me to do all the work for you? Come on. That's not fair. I thought you were the one that was pissed off at him. Why am I fighting him? What am I doing here? I'm doing all your work for you. I didn't have to do any of this. I didn't have to come here at all. We conquered the continent. We're done. We don't need to do any of this stuff. She's just overseeing my... She's like the principal, right? She's like the principal. He's like, I'm making sure you're doing well, you know? I'm like, you got... Have you ever played with her? Pringer, have you ever played with her on the alternate chapter? She is amazing. She is so amazing. She's so good. Alright, we don't need a loop heal. Let's do Holy Impulse here. Aurora! You can play as her in the alternate chapter. You can also play as Azor Illusion in the alternate chapter. They're so much fun to play as, actually. They're so devastating when you max them out. It's like... I've actually played where I can play just with Stella, Aurora, and the Azor Illusion on one team, and they just go sweep everything up. Yeah, they just... It demolishes it so fast. It's nuts. Alright, we're gonna finish this off the most spectacular way possible. Aw, dang, we don't have Ultimate Flare. I wanted Ultimate Flare. That would have been so awesome to see. Or Ragnarok. Okay, whatever. We'll get a kill for this guy here. Why not? Ultimate Fist. Goodbye. Goodbye, Rune God. Thanks for playing. 280... We'll never know what the end of those hit points are. It never shows me. It never shows me. I'm trying to see what we can do. I killed the rune god's feet, and he fell down. Yeah, he bled out. He bled out all that marble and limestone, just poured out of him, and whatever kind of stone rock stuff that he had there. So if I ever use the bard line in playthroughs,
Stamp of platinum!
use the bard lines in playthroughs. Yes. Essentially what Shu Fen was is I got her up to the minstrel class, and then I put her in the saint class so I could have a thunder spell with all the heals. But it's really hard for this challenge mode to just let her just kind of do her own thing as a minstrel, because she'll do the extra thing where she protects the guy, gives him protect, attack, defense, all that stuff, and then she'll move herself closer to the danger. And so they keep moving themselves into danger as far as this goes, but like as far as you play them goes, you can make some really interesting things happen. You just have to have a very powerful fighter with them to do it, you know. So they can be pretty good.
我らにマナの力をお与えになった。そして我らは愚かにもマナの意向のもとで正義なるものを追い求めてきた。だが今、マナとルーンの神との決別を果たした。そして我らはようやく真実を目の当たりにしたのだ。我が大地ルーナジア、その孤高の美しさよ。お前はマナのシャワーが降ろうと降るまいと、おそらく永遠にこの先も輝き続ける。お前こそが我らの探し求めた正義だったのだ。そうですよね、父よ。
Okay, well, we're gonna see that little extra outro here. Are they good? Minstrels can be very devastatingly good. You get them maxed out, you got Geno Thunder. Basically, it's like playing a female Kai. You know, with a lot of MP.
マナの力で知力を磨き、繁栄に努めることを願ってな。人間たちの中でも特にマナの力を浴びた者は、
Solomon, it would be advised if you had a minstrel with Rudo as much as possible. Put Monica with Rudo, and you're going to have a fantastic time.
だがの
Do you guys see the DNA circular structure in the background? I'm just wondering if other people see it too. And on YouTube, if you want to let me know. You see the DNA spiral effect in the background?
それは他の民族、他の国家を侵略し 征服するという野望に突き進むことでもあったのじゃ。果たしてそれがルーンの神の意図したものであったか、それとも神の意志とは離れて人間が神の力に乗じて暴走した結果であったか。その真実を語れる者はいない。だが今、大陸統一を果たした王がその歩みを振り返ってみれば、それはまごうことなく人間が人間の力で選び取った道であり、そしてルーナジアの未来へと続く道だったのじゃ。
Yeah, Solomon, it'd be cool if they made DLC for the events that led up to the Legend of Runersia. It would be really cool if they did something like that. I don't know if they need to do a DLC. I think historically speaking, they should just add extra content like they did, because they added a couple things. The Titan and the Shadow Goblin were extra things they added to the game to try to spice it up a little bit, and that was just free for everybody. I think DLC, if they added DLC, they should add skins for DLC and not much else. I don't know if they should add. I honestly, if they did DLC, if they did Thor and Loki, but kept them as 2D pixelated characters to fight with you, I honestly might actually buy that just to have Thor and Loki back the way that they were, from Grand Edition or the original game. Maybe the same sprites from the original game. Let's bring them back with the gold helmet and the gold mallet and boom, all that stuff. I think that would be cool. I think history, they should just add history just because there's some holes in the story that I don't know who's for what and why. I can only assume that Endorian is the Rune Gods summon. I think the Rune Gods summoned Endorian at one point, used it to fight, and just forgot about it, let it go. It roamed around, became a loose monster. Kind of has some ideas, a little bit of personality maybe, and Aurora's the only one that can actually talk to it a little bit. Or else Endorian was someone else's miracle monster of some kind that grew up and was abandoned, because they have a little story about it, about what's her name, Anemone. Her name is so hard to say, but Anemone, you find in the Forest of Shinobi. She's training other monsters. They think she's a monster, and she could be, but she's training other monsters, and she stays by the hot springs. She's a really hot looking sprite or woman. I don't think she's actually human. I think she's just some kind of miracle mist person or whatever, but she looks after monsters that were abandoned. It's actually put into the story with that. So I think Endorian is an abandoned monster. Whoever summoned him, let him go. Could be he's getting revenge because the Rune God just let him go and didn't care for him anymore, and so he's coming back for revenge. I don't know, but I don't know. There's just some holes in the story. I wish I knew, I do not even touch the goblins because they are just worse versions of the centaurs. Now they do have some good benefits to them, but they're very squishy, and until you get them to shadow goblins, like you could do paralyze, you can move to. Basically, it's like a little thing with eye slash. I think a lot of people are on the same fence with that, and I think that's why they gave them a buff, because they probably realized people weren't using them as much. I prefer the scorpions from the previous incarnations. I love scorpions to have on my team. They're tiny tanks. They're tiny flank tanks. They can give a poison to a big monster and slowly take it down. Kind of keep the flank from getting overrun. Shadow goblins, not so much. They can get crushed pretty fast. They do kind of the same thing with the poison stuff, and with the mobile eye slash, it can be pretty devastating sometimes because they have extra crits. But yeah, not many people were a big fan of that, and even with the upgrade to it, they weren't a big fan of that. I was a big fan of the Titan class, although I would still prefer to have Loki and Thor, but I do like the Titan class better, and I actually prefer it over the Dragon class for the most part, if I can grow that. Maybe in the future we'll try to grow a whole team of Titans, and we'll see how devastating that is. That'll be insane, But some of the people that did get named, you have been mentioned here. You can see your names there. They're popping up there. Till you reach tier 3, they're kind of useless. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of... You got to keep them in the back. You got to keep them way in the back, and they can't do any fights. If they try to do any fights, 2 hits will probably take them down for most things. Most things, 2 hits take them down. If it's not 2, it's definitely 3. They're just so squish. It's kind of like putting Pick in the front lines. It's super squish. Why do it? Don't do it. Don't put Pick in the front line. He's not going to do very well. You know, you need something to front line. You need a phoenix. You need a dragon, a mandrake, a titan, a golem, whatever. You need something to front line. You know, you're playing a game here, right? You're trying to play the game to win. You want to put your tanks in the front line, but you want to figure out what is going to tank well. You're also going to have sub-tanks, or what I call tiny tanks. Tiny tanks would be a Fenrir, a Hellhound, a Lizard Guard, something like that. And then certain leaders have certain qualities. So certain leaders are frontliners, and certain leaders are not frontliners. You know, that's what it comes down to. But then when you're playing it too, you want support. You want support to heal you. You want range as well to hit the enemy. So you either want a Siren to do some frost spells, or a Centaur to do some free magic attacks, or an elemental creature, something to do some range attacks. But you got to kind of keep it within a certain kind of formation. You know, if you go crazy, put all your angels in the front lines and all your angels die, that's a big cost expenditure. You're going to lose hard on, you know. So you got to be careful with your placement and what you put where. Goblins are very squishy in this game. It's definitely a whole different kind of way to play. Like, if you're used to using scorpions in the front lines in the past, just to put them on the flanks and they could kind of survive, you know, to be able to do something. The goblins are the new scorpion here, but they are squishier. You have to give them gear to survive. But for the most part, you just want to keep them in the back, because that free eye slash that's what's going to get you your experience all the time. And until you can get some consistent kill shots, and get them close to front, even at tier 3, I still don't put them in the front lines. They're still backliners. They could be flankers at that point, but they're still, for me, they're backliners. They can't handle that much damage. Even a Shadow Goblin can get one shot killed by Rudo. Clean military rule, dead. Shadow Goblins cannot stand up against Rudo. Even a very high leveled, Goblin Knight, just not gonna be able to handle Rudo hit. They're still too squish. They're basically just glorified backline little tiny ninja tanks, and if they lose their evasion, they get hit. They just die. they just die. It's probably why they don't need a tier 3 unit. Yeah, goblins were the only monsters I didn't test and play around with because I already knew. Yeah, at least zombies can be used. And you know what the fact is? Zombies are a little better in this game than they were in Grand Edition or the original one. Believe it or not. Try this out, seriously. Hire a whole horde of zombies and go into a fight with a leader, and you can get a win very easily. Very easily with a whole horde of zombies. In the past, in Grand Edition, previously beforehand, they're just too squish. They just die too fast. They don't do enough damage. Now they're okay. Now they're okay. Now they're okay. The only thing is, I like the Lord Vampire more than I like a Lich, so I don't really do it too much, because I love naming a Vampire Lord D or Alucard. It's fun, They can act as shields for units, plus they become liches. Yes. Rudo's very annoying. What did the Vampire's Lord do? Well, they had Bat Attack too, which is a free attack. 2 range space. They also have a 2 range space attack too. But when they bite, they heal themselves up. And kind of the same thing. I think they were they were more survivable as a Lord Vampire. Let me know what you think in the comments down below on YouTube. But on Twitch, let me know what you think there too. Do you think the Lich is more survivable? Or do you think the Lord Vampire is more survivable? Or do you just like the fact that we used to have Lord Vampires and they were just cool to have a floating vampire to put on your team? I think the Vampire class was a little better. I feel they're a little squishier here. I don't know. But here is the custom difficulty, as you probably saw beforehand, Solomon. Pringer, I don't know if you knew this, but I take over for turn 5, playing hard mode, time limit, hard mode, time limit, random, I think that's better than the turtling strategy. Turtling strategy can be very powerful early game, but end game, I don't think it works that well against a really, really powerful team. So didn't do that. Monster capture, disallow. You cannot capture. There are high-level monsters and go on a rampage. So there is disallow for monster capture. So what I'm doing for here at Twitch is because YouTube may not have seen this, but quest success rate, no change. Man, acquisition. This is nuts if you actually make it twice too for the enemy. You will never be able to kill off their monsters. They'll always have a full team of monsters all the time, everywhere. Revival stones from quests and mana XP acquisition ×2 for everybody, not just myself. So if I screw up and I don't do well in a battle, guess what? The enemy is going to get 2 times the experience for my screw ups. So that's the challenge mode. I played it for hard. We beat it twice over. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. I think it's a bit late to do anything else right now. I think it's a bit late. We spent a lot of time, but we had a good time hanging out, guys and gals. We had a good time, and hopefully you had fun and you enjoyed the stream there. But I think I'm gonna have to call it here. We had a pretty long stream, you know. Midnight is the new 10 p.m. Well, midnight's always been my ending time for most streams, unless I'm playing with Paul, and then Paul's like, he gets tired a lot earlier than I do. I usually go till 12 or 1 in the morning. Sometimes I go till 2, but you know, usually I go pretty late for most of my main streams. But yeah, maybe for you it is. I am a night owl. I am definitely a night owl, so I will be up for a lot of late streams. So if you want to see, there's only on Tuesday so far. I actually do an earlier stream, and you know, playing some other kinds of games like Wanzer games, Mech Warrior games and stuff. But yeah, hopefully everybody has a good night. I will see you. Well, tomorrow we'll have something going on tomorrow. I think, I don't know what we'll do. We're gonna do a Brigandine tomorrow. It'll be a multiplayer something. Frost wants to take a little bit of a light day for that, so we'll see what we do. But we'll have fun with something tomorrow, and then the week after that we'll get back to the versus multiplayer. So if you're looking for that, Solomon, maybe you've already seen some of that, but if you want to see versus multiplayer, come by in a week and a day. Next, not tomorrow, but next Saturday. And everybody else on Twitch, make sure you come by then too. We'll have some fun there. But have a good night, everybody. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for something. So this is it for Knights of Dragaria for this week. And next week, on Monday, we'll do some Grand Edition. We'll just fill it with Grand Edition. So we'll see you then.
Yo!